Hello everybody, it is Taco Tuesday, and that means that we are here at yet another establishment. This is Taqueria Los Pinos. It is in Hickory Creek, Dallas Lake, or Lake Dallas area. This taqueria came as a suggestion by one of our folks that lives up in this area. So we are outside of the Louisville Flower Mound area for the very first time. And more on that here in a second. But here we go. This is the offering. Pastor on corn. These are not homemade tortillas. These are straight out of a package. But I will tell you something. We've got just one salsa here. This is like plain Jane simple stuff, which I love. And I put a little finger in that green salsa, and it has got a kick. So I'm rather excited. So here we go. So here we go. I just went ahead and ate all of them. I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast. So this is the deal. Really good. That salsa, which was like a spicy crema deal, very good. Would drink buckets of that. Pretty spicy. My mouth is still on fire. Pleasantly, in a pleasant way. Very flavorful. Meat, good chew. Tortillas were fine. A little bit of onion in there, which was like remember last week there was too much onion. This week just a little bit to make it pleasant. And then this is the only weird thing, which I didn't really have a problem with this. My favorite cuisine of all is Sichuan cuisine, like a regional Chinese cuisine called Sichuan. And one of the standards in that cuisine are these little peppercorns called Sichuan peppercorns, and they're the ones that like make your mouth go numb. They're not so much hot as they are just numbing, and they have a very distinct flavor. And I would have sworn that I tasted that, like one bite in every taco. Always get 3, by the way. It's just the magic number. But yeah, good. Would come again, I think. And it doesn't look pretty from the outside, which makes me like it so much more. The thing I wanted to talk to you about today was the fact that I had to go out of my way to get these tacos. And I did it on the recommendation of somebody that I trust for foodstuffs. I didn't know. I don't know if they like good Mexican food. They could like Taco Bell. We'll have to do Taco Bell one of these days, just to rip them to shreds. There's not even a corn tortilla option there, I don't think, unless it's crunchy. But I went out of my way to find something good. We talked this past week about joy, and I think that's pretty much what it takes. To go out of your way to find, it's everywhere, right? But you got to go out of your way to find it. I think about the wise men in this way, right? These guys, by the way, I'm sure Pastor Kelly will preach about this a little bit on the 3rd of January. But these fellas always show up in nativity scenes where they're like presenting their gifts to the baby Christ child. By the time they got there, given how far away they were, Jesus would have been a toddler. And there's no pinning that little guy down to give him a gift. Are you kidding me? He's everywhere. He's running circles around them. They're handing him myrrh. He's throwing it into the air like, great, see you later. Right? Like, Jesus was a toddler just like any other toddler. A holy one, God's only son, but you know he was a handful. At any rate, they went out of their way. They were curious about this thing that might be joyful. And they chased it down for years. Their journey was very, very long. And that is what I want for you today. To be curious about the pieces of joy that show up in your life, and for you to chase them down. And you will find them. Joy is out there. It is everywhere. So you just need to open your eyes to it and chase it down and find it and grab it. Grab hold of it, because it is out there. Matter of fact, one of my favorite comedians, Pete Holmes, he does, like, his whole thing is joy. He always talks about having, like, exercising your joy muscle. And he did a opening monologue for his he had a show at one point, but he talks about like everyday experiences of joy. He's like, like when you get an onion ring in your french fries, like look at that little guy hiding out in there, like ridiculous amounts of joy are hidden in your everyday life. Like, have you ever been in a bookstore and seen a cat? Like, that cat's not supposed to be there, right? I mean, just the small things like this that are little gifts from God for you if you can, not be so dang serious about everything, even though serious and terrible things are happening. How are you going to survive them if you don't also receive the good gifts that are indeed all around? Lots of things are terrible. Not everything is terrible. So as we go into these last weeks of Advent, may you receive the gift of joy that is for you all around. Open your heart to it. Open your mind to it. Chase it down. Curiosity might have killed a cat, but goodness gracious, it will not kill you. Certainly when you're trying to chase down joy. At any rate, 2 pieces of info. 1, live worship this week. Tune in with us at 11 on Sunday. 3 pieces. 3, Christmas Eve, live at the church, social distanced, 7 p.m. And also, if you're not comfortable doing that, there will be not a pre-recorded version that will also go live at 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve. So you can tune into that on the webpage where it always is. The live one will not be sent anywhere. It's not going to be recorded. It'll be a live event and then it'll go away. But the pre-recorded version will be forever, as all things are on the internet. Also, here's your 3rd piece of information. Stewardship. We're doing really great. We have about 30 pledges left out from last year that people had pledged last year, but not this year. If people do pledge, if you're hanging out there, haven't done it yet, I know most of those names are folks that just haven't done it quite yet. So get your pledge in. Help us to close out this campaign successfully. Thank you for all of your gracious gifts and the abundant generosity you all show. And we'll see you live on Sunday morning. Grace and peace to you, and the joy of the Lord be with you. Bye.